Yo, what is up, everybody? Your boy E-Man from the Average Yo Sports Talk Network coming at you with another edition of Off the Cuff. Fresh off a banger this last weekend. We did a nice cigars and sports edition with my man Jim from the Fan in the Van. Special guest we had on, Brennan. Gave you some insights on the NFL draft, insights on each individual takes. Brandon gave us his insight takes from the Ravens perspective. Jim broke down the mess of the Steelers, and I broke down the greatness of the soon-to-be, I think, playoff-bound Giants. Check out that episode. I'm checking out the audio. Check out that episode. It is live on YouTube, Rumble. All right, even if you want to go to Twitch, X. Great episode that we just had last Sunday. Lots of bangers. Shorts are up on my YouTube channel and on TikTok. I'm telling you, man, if you just want to watch, I got like 7 or 8 shorts we put up. We have a lot of content. Good stuff. Check that out. Check my boy Jim from the Fan in the Van, who posted some new shit today and on Sunday and Monday. He's been on fire. Oh, let's go to the chat early. What do we got here? Oh, my boy Chris from Patriots Pod, baby podcast. What up, my brother? How you doing, man? Awesome dude. Great individual, man. Great American also. Chris is a great American. Oh, here we go. Let me see. Let's answer this real quick. Let me see what we got here. Show on stream here. Who do we like to win all in the NBA? Well, that's a good question because all the teams look kind of soft. I think, I don't know, man. I'm rooting personally for my Knicks, but that ain't going to happen. But I think it's wide open. It's pretty much wide open. Brandon is in the house, baby. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you, brother. Had an amazing time on the show. Absolutely. We'd love to come back. You'll definitely will be back. We got lots of Yankee talk to do, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't know if you have TikTok, Brandon, or YouTube. Lots of shorts that I put up, man, from this weekend. But I don't know. I'm not sure who do I want. I'm not crazy about me. The Spurs look good, but I'm rooting personally for my Knicks. The Pistons been struggling. So has the Celtics, lose a couple of games. Denver Nuggets are a little off. You know what I'm saying? But it should be the Thunder are the favorite. They should be the favorite to win it all, right? There should be prime to repeat. All right, that's kind of where we're at. They're the favorite, and they're playing like the favorite because they're not playing with their food. They swept the first round like they're supposed to do, unlike the Pistons. My Knicks went down, 1-2, but we're back 3-2. Well, you never know, man. A clock, like Jim says, my boy Jim says, a clock is right, is wrong twice a day or right twice a day, whatever the analogy is. But yeah, man, got definitely talk a little bit. So here we go, man. Likewise, brother, we appreciate you always and always subscribe to you on YouTube. Always happy to support, man. I appreciate you, man. Another fellow Cuban American, baby. He's Cuban Italian, but hey, man, there's Cuban that counts. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Brandon. Appreciate the love and the support, my brother. All right. What we got going on? Let me see. So let me see. I got do it off the cuff. I've actually haven't done something I took off last week for my own platform, for my own show. Did cigars and sports the weekend before, took a week off. Let me go ahead and share my screen. But needed to get on the something. I needed to do something from just to not get rusty on my own platform here. But there was a couple of bangers here today. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of bangers here today. And let's start with, just like the title says, yes, it is a little clickbaity, but I think the Browns fans are super delusional. No doubt about it. You know what I mean? Oh, look at that, man. Bro, I have crushed it with the Knicks on April. Yeah, the Knicks got busy on April, Patriots Pod, for sure. There you go, baby. Love the action in the chat. Yeah, so the news come out today, right? That right now, the actual the Deshaun Watson, according to multiple sources, Deshaun Watson, they all tweeted the same crap. Deshaun Watson emerged as the minicamp last week as the early lead for starting quarterback at in the team, the great Cleveland Shitstains. Yeah, no, they are. They're a great team at the sports book. Absolutely, they are. So is the Thunder, man. They do a lot of second half comebacks. So Shedeur right now is in a competition, and Deshaun Watson has the inside track, all right, as the QB1, as a starter. So newly head coach Todd Monken hopes to declare or at least identify the starting QB by the end of mandatory minicamp June 9 to the 11th. If anybody thought that Shedeur was going to come in the season as QB1 with a healthy Watson, yo, put the crack pipe down. That shit ain't good for you. You were smoking crack. That's what I'm trying to say. And whatever humor I'm trying to bring here. All right. Deshaun Watson, regardless of how crappy he played, whether Shedeur played good enough last year to get himself an opportunity to at least compete for the QB1, which is it's what it's doing. They're not giving him the QB1 job because you have Deshaun Watson, who you're paying guaranteed money to. That's just the way it is. And I'm not a Cleveland Browns fan, but I could tell you that Deshaun Watson will be the number one quarterback if he was healthy. If he was unhealthy, guess what? Shedeur Sanders probably would have the inside track to QB1, but would still have to compete with Dylan Gabriel again. But to all the delusional Browns fans, no pun intended, no disrespect here. Come on, dog. If you thought your boy Shedeur was going to be the guy, come on, dude. You just don't know your team. You just don't know your squad. Deshaun Watson is getting paid to start, regardless of how bad he was. He played horrible before he got hurt the year before. Horrible, but they were starting him. When they had Joe Flacco should have started. Horrible. Absolutely, he was going to be the starter. It is what it is. You got to get something out of Deshaun Watson. Now, I don't think Deshaun Watson is going to finish the season because he's probably going to get hurt. That's just the trend. That's when Shedeur Sanders is probably going to get the nod. I think Shedeur will actually be the backup. I think he's going to be going into the team. I think depending on how well he plays, as QB2, unlike last year. Last year, he was QB3. You know what I'm saying? And it was Flacco, Dylan, and then you had Shedeur. Towards the end of the season, Shedeur was your number one, your starting quarterback. I think this year is going to be Deshaun number one because they're paying Deshaun as a starter. So he's going to have to start. And then you got to have Shedeur as your backup quarterback. Dylan is probably number 3. And at one point, they're going to trade one of these two quarterbacks. All right. It's not Deshaun. Nobody's going to take Deshaun's contract. But I think by one point, there might be some interest in Dylan or Shedeur. All right. I think what the Browns need to do is eventually they're going to try to see what happens in next year's draft with the heavily quarterback draft that we are expecting next season. There's at least 5 quarterbacks who are supposed to be bangers, not just Arch Manning. There's 4 more other quarterbacks should be a starter level caliber NFL quarterbacks that should be coming out. One of them didn't come out this season because he was like, nah, man, F that. So, yes, I'm sorry, Cleveland. Cleveland is always going to Cleveland. And fans, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to call you stupid, but definitely smoking that heavy crack if you thought Deshaun Watson, a healthy Deshaun Watson, was not going to start being the favorite to be the Cleveland Browns quarterback. Got to get off that shit on my chest, dude, because it's true. It's true. It's damn true. And today, like I said, it's an off-the-cuff edition because I am coming off the cuff, baby. Top of the dome. Just giving you my reactions. Let's jump on to Mr. Aaron Rodgers. All right, man. We're still dealing with Aaron Rodgers here. This past weekend, me, Brandon, and Jim, we absolutely went ham, and we all agreed because it's common sense to let this shit go by the Steelers and roll the ball with Will Howard. And now you drafted Drew Aller, a little premature, but however, work with the rookies, man. Work with the rookie and the second-year quarterback. I think it's time to move on. But here comes Monday morning. The Steelers go ahead and place the unrestricted free agent tender on Aaron Rodgers. A douche is in the house. All right, which, again, he's meaning he can accept a 10% raise off last year's salary, which will pay him about $15 million this season. Another condition of the tender is that Rodgers will only be able to sign with the Steelers once training camps begins. Again, man, why roll the dice? Right? I think McCarthy is going to have a pass if he doesn't make the playoffs this year. If he goes with Will Howard and Drew Aller, they're not going to whack him. But the fact that maybe they want Aaron Rodgers so they could win 6-7 games, I guess, and just go back to mediocrity again. Maybe go 500, get bounced in the first round if they make it. They had a great offseason, decent draft. Nothing great, but they did have some great offseason signings. Rico Dottle, trading for Michael Pittman, and some more stuff that top of my head I can't think of. But they had a solid team. Maybe that's why they want to run it back with Rodgers. But I think it's the wrong thing to do. You got rid of Tomlin to kind of reset the franchise. Dude, roll with the young bucks. Roll with Will Howard. Forget about Aaron Rodgers. All right, fucking geriatric. Let him go back to his hole. Let him go back and do the reefer or the psychedelics or whatever he does. Smelling glue in the cave or in the bark of the tree. I don't know, man. He's go back and smoke the herb with the hobbits. I don't know. Whatever the heck he does, let him do his thing. Why are we kicking this can down the road? Why are the Steelers kicking this can down the road of the Aaron Rodgers can? Let's move on. Move on with it, bro. All right, move on with it. Get over it with. Roll with the rookies, man. All right, get yourself a fresh start. If you suck, guess what? You're in the race for a nice quarterback in next year's draft. It is what it is. It is not rocket science. And right now, man, you should hire me as your GM, and I'll do it. I'll probably do a better job than DeShanun. But again, dude, they're keeping this hope alive. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Aaron Rodgers is not coming back to win a playoff game, let alone win a Super Bowl. He ain't that guy anymore. Don't get me wrong. He's a starter, but he's more like a backup now. He's older. He ain't Tom Brady. He has weapons, but he ain't Tom Brady. I'm sorry. Don't run this back with Aaron Rodgers. Take your risk with the young quarterback, Will Howard, and try to groom and try to work with Drew Aller. It is what it is, man. I don't know why we're still going down this road. But again, sometimes the hardest thing for a franchise is change. And I think they made a change with Tomlin technically resigning, but it looks like they don't want to settle for mediocrity, which regardless of the fact, they're going to be mediocre with A-Rod. They're not going to be a good team. Yeah, that division has a lot of changes. All right. The Ravens are not going to be as good. Who knows? They still have Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. Again, when you have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, you have a chance to be pretty good. The Bengals, same old Bengals. They're going to drop 30 points a game, but they're going to give up 32. The Cleveland Browns, as I mentioned, you got the Predator starting at quarterback, and then you got Shedeur as your backup. They drafted a bunch of wide receivers. I don't think they're going to be good. I think the quarterback play is nowhere near that, whether it's DeShanun or Shedeur, for them to be successful in that division. So I guess the Steelers see a light if they bring Aaron Rodgers back, which I think they're making a big mistake. Roll with the young bucks. See what you got there. It's a high risk reward kind of scenario instead of a moderate risk pick with bringing Rodgers back, but not a high risk, but not a high reward scenario. All right, what else we got popping, baby? Oh, man, we had a great week. Let me see here. They're the playoffs. I'm not talking about the playoffs, man. I'm going to keep talking about the oh, come on, I have a problem here with all this shit. I'm going to keep talking. Oh, come on. What's going on here? Oops. Having a problem with my mouse here today, man. All right, let me see here. Let's go. What do we got next? Diego Pavia, my friends. After not being drafted, which I called that, a few months ago I did an episode about the Heisman, and I said that Diego Pavia would be lucky if he gets drafted by the UFL, which Pat McAfee made a good point. He should go to the UFL and make a couple of mil and then come back and try to make a team in the summer. But anyway, he goes undrafted. Not surprised there. And this weekend, he gets an invitation to go to try out for the Ravens. And they, you know what? I guess they jumped the gun and they signed Diego Pavia for 3 years. I don't know what the details of the contract is, but Diego Pavia is going to the Ravens to compete for the backup quarterback. I mean, right now it's Snoop Huntley as their backup quarterback, and Diego Pavia right now it's going to compete for that third spot. That I don't know what this means. Diego Pavia right now is the, I guess, the smallest quarterback, I believe, in the history of the NFL. He's shorter. He's like 5'9", right? I think he's 5'9". He's not quite 5'10". So, hey, it is what it is. But he's going to get a chance to compete. Check out my YouTube channel. I posted some, a short, kind of like making a little bit of fun of Diego Pavia. I mean, this is what I do, man. I like to create some memes. But technically, yeah, that's what we got, man. So let me see if I can find that up and pull it up for you guys. Hold on a second, boys and girls. Honestly, I don't know where they're going with this. How are they going to use him as a gadget guy? I guess, right? That's what we're looking for. Actually, no, it's in TikTok. It was just a post. I put down that Diego Pavia was invited to apply for McDonald's. So yeah, my friends, Diego Pavia has himself a job. I don't know where this is going. They think Diego Pavia can run the offense better than Snoop, a veteran, than Huntley, a veteran quarterback who's been in that offense multiple times, right? Second time around last year when they finally decided to go with him instead of, the redhead Rush. They actually won some games, almost made the playoffs. I don't see where this is going. I am shocked by this. I am shocked. I don't know. Maybe again, different regime. All right, with a new head coach. It's not John Harbaugh. He would have never done this. So I don't know where this is going. I don't think Diego Pavia is a better quarterback than Todd Huntley. Not Todd Huntley. What's his name? Tyler Huntley. They call him Snoop. Shout out to Tyler Huntley, baby. Dealfield product is in the house. DFB, baby. Buck Pride representing. We got a couple of Florida boys up there in Lamar Jackson and Todd Huntley with South Florida boys. You got Kaya City in I believe up in Pompano, and I think Tyler's from Deerfield Beach, man. So, but Diego Pavia, man, hey, look, during draft night, he was out there at the strip club, you know what I'm saying, bro, throwing, making it rain, I mean, I don't blame him. He knew he wasn't getting drafted, so might as well just go blow off some steam. But I still don't get why are the Ravens extending an invitation, and not even that, they just signed him. He is signed for 3 years. Maybe they need a good scout quarterback that can, I guess, simulate running quarterbacks for the other team, similar running quarterback. I don't. Diego Pavia, to me, has no arm. He's too short. Big difference between him and Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray has a gun. He has a freaking cannon. Kyler Murray is athletic, fast. Diego Pavia is just, a guy that gets around. One thing I give Diego Pavia credit, he is a guy that had to work for everything, for every starting spot. He is a walk-on kind of dude. I don't know. Maybe this is going to be something that he's going to walk on, grind, and eventually find himself playing time in some other team. But again, I don't see how this should be a fit for the Ravens in any shape or form. But Diego Pavia is going to start. He is going to start. All right, my friends, for the Ravens. I mean, I'm not going to start. He's actually going to be on the Ravens squad. Ain't that some stuff, dude? Let me see if I could show you this. Let me see what we got here. Boom. Let me check out this post. There you go. This is what I here. Share this instead. There you go. That's what I had right there. This thing went wild over the weekend. This thing went ham. I got so many views and so many clicks on especially on X. This was on fire. The impressions were going on fire with this post. It's a little humor, boys and girls. All right. To all you Pavia sexuals, don't get upset, okay? Don't get upset. All right. I told you he's gonna have some stuff for y'all today, man. I told you about some stuff for y'all today. Bam. Here we go. Now, this is wild. This is a little crazy. Let me get the details here. And I still don't know what the details are for this guy. But however, there is a potential. Texas Tech transfers quarterback Brandon Sorby, as we all know, is took an immediate indefinite leave of absence from the football team. All right, to enter a treatment. Hold on a second. That might give me 1 second, guys. My headphones got locked on the chair here. Hold on a second. There we go. But Brandon Sorsby took an immediate leave from the football team, from the Texas Raiders football team, to enter a residential treatment program for gambling addiction. His decision to seek treatment for gambling addiction comes in the wake of a discovery that this man right here was making thousands of dollars of bets online using multiple platforms, including betting on his team when he was at Indiana in 2022. Yo, can you believe that? This dude is a Pete Rose of college football. If Pete Rose was banned from, rest in peace, by the way, the head king, rest in peace, Pete Rose, which should have been allowed back in. He suffered enough. He even died and couldn't see the Hall of Fame. Come on. Then this kid should get freaking banned from playing in college football for sure, which the rumor is that Texas Tech is going to indefinitely ban him from ever stepping into a Texas Tech field. I don't know what this means about him playing for another team this year or next year, but I think the NCAA should do the same and ban this guy from ever playing. Take his damn scholarship away too. I think it should be no scholarship offers, nothing. All right. And if he wants to, jump on and join the NFL draft, that's up to the NFL to decide whether they want to take him or not. But the fact that you got a young kid, starting quarterback, who has a gambling addiction at this age, it's crazy. And don't get me wrong, bro, I gamble. Low risk. I do it more for the stat of the content, but I do win. But this kid probably is spending all his NIL, earnings on just putting parlays left and right. That's wild. Now, this is a problem in today's youth. I know there's a restricted age in gambling, but you could have anyone, especially a parent who's a dumbass, open an account on behalf of their name so their kids can gamble. I think it's effing stupid. Granted, this guy's over 21. I think you have to be 18, right? 18 to have a, yes, you think you have to be 18. I think 18 in order to open up I don't even know, a gambling site app. I think you have to be 18. I'm not sure. I think that's just the case. But yeah, that's where we're at. It's unreal. It's really unreal. Let me go back here to, let me go to my shorts. A meme video. Here's, I gotta play this. Hold on a second. Share this tab instead. Here you go. Let me see. Make sure you guys are all seeing. Oh, you see my page there? Very good. Very good. Check it out.
I'm trying very hard not to completely lose my shit on all three of you right now, but you're not.
Hold on, guys.
Obviously, don't go and do that.
Hey, you do whatever you like.
We can't condone anything of the sort.
No, we can't. Live.
Obviously, don't go and do that.
Hey, you do whatever you like.
We can't condone anything of the sort.
No, we can't. Live.
Obviously, don't go and do that.
Hey, you do whatever you like.
We can't condone anything of the sort.
No, we can't. Live.
All right.
Obviously, don't go and do that.
Hey,
That's pretty much where we're at with that. That got 11,000 views already on my YouTube page. Shorts are killing it this week, dude. Shorts are freaking killing it. But again, it's a shame. This kid is probably not going to finish his NCAA career because of a stupid bonehead move. And of course, somebody must have ratted him out. It's the only way you find out. I'll guarantee you this was not, he probably did not have all these accounts under his name. It was probably the kid that he had the accounts under. And, you know, it is what it is, man. Sometimes some people need money and they're going to rat their boy out. He got ratted out by one of his homies, most likely. So he just tried to get ahead of it, trying to save some face and eventually get some grace and maybe play some football next year somewhere. Now, I can tell you this much. Diego Pavia didn't take the offer, but this kid right here, if he gets bounced out of college this year, he should be knocking on the UFL door because guess what? They'll take him. Apparently, this guy is good enough to be an NFL prospect. You go to the UFL, ball out, make everybody forget that about that gambling issue, and he'll be in an NFL team in about a year. The year that he won't be able to play college football, he should be looking into spring football with the UFL and bang it out. You won't be able to do it this year. Bang it out, and maybe in a couple of years he'll be an NFL roster if he's that good. Here's the thing: there's multiple ways to make the league, as you all know, and this setback right here, this NFL stuff, this gambling stuff, could be a thing of the past if this kid plays his card rights. Get the help you need, cut the addiction, work your ass off, play independently, and if you're that good, trust me, there will be a roster spot in the NFL. We've seen lots of UFL quarterbacks make NFL rosters just because of the time they spend in the UFL. I think the UFL right now is getting a lot of shine, about 100,000 views a game, not NFL numbers, but it's enough eyes of people in order to kind of make noise and attract attention from scouts, attract attention from NFL teams. Keep an eye. It's like a minor league system. I think this is what the UFL, and I spoke this a long, long time ago when the UFL came back. I believe the UFL is going to be a minor league system that can give quarterbacks a second chance, like a G League, in order to make it to the NFL when they go undrafted, right? When they just don't make it. And a scenario like this, where this kid may never see college football field ever again, because he's probably going to get banned for gambling, and not just gambling, but gambling on your own team. You know, option B is the UFL. It's not just arena football. It's the UFL, and the UFL route, if you bowl out, you will find yourself a spot. So, all right. Best viewers in Metro. Get the hell out of here, man. This fucking people from Twitch. I think that's all I got, man. That's all I got. I want to jump on and give a little taste, something quick, because I just want to keep it. It's a slow time of the year, so my own platforms, off the cuff and the unscripted sportscast, stuff like that. I've been a little slow in a couple of months. I mean, we're keeping persistent with Cigars and Sports every other week. Tune us in. Not this week. Next week we'll be back with another episode. But I'm dropping a lot of content via shorts. You know what I mean? Just still keeping relevant here. We will always pump out content as much as we can. We appreciate everybody, Patriot Sports, Brandon, everybody that joined in today, and everybody else that saw and gave us those nice views. Appreciate you all. Thank you. This is your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk Network. Signing out, y'all. Be safe and peace.